Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy, Coventry, and John Marshall tonight on Academic Challenge.
Academic Challenge is brought to you by Westfield Insurance. And now, here's the host of Academic Challenge, Jason Nicholas.
Hey there, good evening. I'm Jason Nicholas, and welcome to Academic Challenge. The challenge is simple. Tonight, these three teams will compete for points by answering questions covering math, science, history, and other topics. First, though, let's take a look at our team standings, because at the end of the season, the top three scoring teams will return for our championship showdown. These points are very important, though, for another reason. Westfield Insurance will grant $20,000 to the top 10 schools that compete this season on Academic Challenge. So let's get started now. Our opening match, it is the lightning round. In this round, all three teams compete. We award 10 points for a correct answer. We'll subtract 10 points for an incorrect or no answer. We start each team tonight with 100 points. Here we go. All the answers in this round begin with the letter J. The letter J. Let's start. This bony structure forms the framework of your mouth. Cuyahoga Valley.
Jaw.
Jaw is right. He was our 36th president. Cuyahoga Valley.
Johnson.
Lyndon Johnson, yes. This spear is thrown in Olympic competitions. John Marshall.
Javelin.
The javelin is right. He and Steve Wozniak developed the Apple computer. Cuyahoga Valley.
Jobs.
Steve Jobs, yes. This is the largest city in South Africa. Cuyahoga Valley.
Johannesburg.
That is correct. He was our first Chief Justice. Cuyahoga Valley.
J.
John Jay, yes. This two-headed Roman god guarded gates and doors. Cuyahoga Valley.
Janice.
Janice, yes. The capital of this Caribbean island is Kingston. Coventry.
Jamaica.
Jamaica, yes. In a nursery rhyme, this pair went up the hill. Cuyahoga Valley.
Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill, yes. For our final lightning round question, let's go over to Sheila Crawford from the Cleveland Cultural Gardens Federation.
Each one of the Cleveland Cultural Gardens, and we now have 30 of them, offers something special and unique. For instance, here in the Irish Garden, there's a pillar dedicated to what author of Ulysses and Finnegan's Wake?
Cuyahoga Valley.
James.
Ooh, Judge, I think we need the last name too. James Joyce is the right answer there, though. A good round, though. Cuyahoga Valley only missed that one. That is the end of the round. We're back. We'll meet the three teams as Academic Challenge continues.
Just like anything can happen in the game you're about to watch, anything can happen in life. That's why there's Westfield Insurance.
Our employees and agency partners are here for you when the unexpected happens. Help put the pieces back together and give you peace of mind.
In addition to high school quiz shows, we support programs like teen driver safety and community involvement.
The bottom line is that we value what you value.
So thanks for tuning in. Now let's watch these sharp young minds compete in what's sure to be an exciting match.
Today's judge from Cuyahoga Community College is Assistant Professor of English, Nita Chandra. All right, welcome back to Academic Challenge. Now it's time for the mix it up around here. The questions are worth 20 points. There is no penalty for an incorrect answer. If the team answers all 6 questions correctly, they'll receive those very important 25 bonus points. First, let's take some time to learn about team number 1, Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy, with grades 7 to 12 and located on a 70-acre campus in northern Summit County. Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy is an independent college prep non-denominational Christian school offering its students academic, spiritual development, and co-curricular opportunities. Cuyahoga Valley Christian has been providing area students a biblical worldview for nearly 50 years. Stefan is the captain of Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. Stefan, you're in the chess club. Tell us more.
Yes, I'm also in the Ornithology Club, Marching and Symphonic Band, and NHS. And I would like to thank our advisor, Mr. McSparron.
All right, over to Brian. Brian, you're in the National Honor Society. Tell us more.
Yes, I also play soccer and lacrosse, and I would like to thank our alternate Peter for coming today.
All right, very good. Over to Paul. Paul is in the Student Council. And Paul, you have a lot of folks to thank today. Tell us more.
Yes, I'm also in the Ornithology Club, as well on the bowling and tennis teams and the show choir, and I'd like to give a shout out to our headmaster, Mr. Bova, who is retiring at the end of the year.
All right, wonderful. Brian, Stefan, Paul, Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy, these questions only for you. Let's start. Hidden in this phrase is the name of what Washington, D.C. building where Congress meets?
Capitol.
That is right. A person who is parsimonious can be best described by which of these?
Stingy.
Stingy, yes. An asp is a snake. But you can fill in the blanks here to name what Asian sea, often considered the world's largest lake.
Caspian.
That is right. Of these animals native to Australia, which one is a mammal that lays eggs and has webbed feet?
Platypus.
Yes, that's right. You can get rid of the C, mud, by rearranging the letters to name what mythical Gorgon, a snake-haired woman who could turn men to stone.
Medusa.
Medusa is right. 25 bonus points possible here at Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. John Adams wrote this line in his diary after he had crossed what body of water separating Britain from France?
The English Channel.
25 bonus points for Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. Well done, gentlemen. All right, Team 2 tonight is Coventry. Coventry, located in southern Summit County, is a comprehensive public high school, has an enrollment of over 800, grades 9 to 12. In addition to honors classes in English, Coventry offers AP courses in government and politics, calculus, art, composition and literature, plus many curricular and extracurricular activities, including choir and athletic programs. Cheyenne is the captain of Coventry. Cheyenne, you're in post-secondary. Tell us more.
I also play trumpet and baritone in the band. Really love theater, and I want to thank our coaches.
All right, over to Austin. Austin, you're in the marching band. Tell us more about Mr. Austin.
I'm also in drama club and the men's choir.
All right, very good. Over to James. James, you're the vice president of the student council.
Yes, and I'm also in the marching band, jazz band, and concert band, and I'm in the men's choir and drama club.
All right, very good. Austin, Cheyenne, James, Coventry. These questions just for you. Let's start. Amid all this law enforcement, you can find hidden the name of what European country? Capital city is Warsaw.
Poland.
That is right. If you were trying to cajole your little brother here, you would do which of these?
Coax him.
Coax, yes. The postal abbreviation for Indiana is included in the name of what other state whose own abbreviation is MN?
Minnesota.
Yes. Which one of these symbols is usually associated with the mythical Neptune or Poseidon?
Trident.
Trident, yes. Your mom may be a math expert, but please rearrange the letters here to name what extinct woolly animal a forerunner of the modern elephant?
Mammoth.
Mammoth is right. 25 bonus points possible here at Coventry. This statement is attributed to what Mormon religious leader whose name was given to a major university in Utah?
Baldwin Wallace.
Oh, Brigham Young is the right answer there. Well done, Coventry. You only missed that one. All right, finally tonight is John Marshall with over 800 students. John Marshall is a comprehensive high school on the west side of Cleveland. Programs include AP classes, business tech, hospitality, hotel management, in which students participate in hotel internships. A large number of students are dual enrolled in college and high school. In addition to many clubs and activities, students are offered a variety of athletics too. Next fall, John Marshall will open a brand new campus with 3 small schools concentrating on information technology, engineering, and business and civic leadership. Anthony is the captain of John Marshall. You're a robotics coach. Anthony, tell us more.
I'm also in NHS, and I would like to thank our alternates for joining us here today.
All right, over to Donzel. Donzel plans on studying medicine later on. Tell us more, Donzel.
Yeah, I plan to go to Ohio State University. I am an aspiring author as well and an avid unicorn enthusiast.
Well, who isn't? Okay, over to Maria. Maria, you're on the tennis team. Tell us more about Maria.
I'm also on the robotics club, and I want to thank our friends and family that came here.
All right, Donzel, Anthony, Maria, John Marshall. Here we go. Within this phrase, you can find hidden the name of what North African country? Capital city is Tripoli.
Libya.
Libya is right. Which of these words is a synonym for reprisal?
Retaliation.
That is right. You'll know who he is here if you fill in the blanks to name what German physicist who introduced the temperature scale we use in the U.S.
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit, yes. A bodybuilder would most likely work on which one of these body parts because it is, in fact, a muscle?
Deltoid.
Deltoid, yes. Rearrange these letters to name what sort of ancient writing material which the Egyptians made out of plants?
Papyrus.
Judge? That's good. Papyrus, that's fine. We'll take it. 25 bonus points possible here, John Marshall. The end of the American Revolution brought this response from an advisor to what British king against whom the Americans had rebelled?
King Louis V.
King George is the right answer there. Good guess, though, John Marshall. Well done. Hey, that's the end of the round. Pretty good round. We got a relatively close match. More Q&A right after this.
I'm Janie Geis of Wickert Insurance, a Westfield partner, bringing you the Sharing Knowledge, Building Trust question of the week. True or false? Loss due to a power failure is covered under the homeowner's insurance policy.
For the answer and a chance to win a Kindle, visit westfieldinsurance.com/academic challenge.
Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Thanks for joining us tonight. Before we begin our next round, let's recap our score so far tonight. Tied for second place, 210, Coventry. Coventry is tied with John Marshall, also 210 points. In the lead tonight, 305. It is early, though. Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. Okay, now it is time for our picture-perfect round. Each correct answer here is worth 10 points, but again, a wrong or no answer will cost 10 points. All three teams are playing here, so hands on your buzzers. Eyes on the monitor, here we go. There are many different shapes in this Kandinsky painting, but its title names what specific geometric shape that has 4 right angles and 4 equal sides, Cuyahoga Valley?
Square.
Square, yes, in the black square is the painting name. Among the Pawnee Indians shown here is a warrior whose name is shared by what Midwestern state? The name's a 1820 compromise. Cuyahoga Valley.
Missouri.
Missouri, yes. The bamboo you see here has many uses and is classified as a grass, a fern, or a willow. Cuyahoga Valley?
Grass.
Grass, yes. State this expression in terms of eye. John Marshall. Say it again.
9I.
9I, no, 27I. In an effort to avoid an Indian war, the U.S. government asked this man, James Beckworth, to use his influence with what Indian tribe whose name is a synonym for raven? Coventry.
Cherokee?
No, the answer is Crow. On a sunny day, the shadows cast by trees would be shortest at which of these times? Cuyahoga Valley.
Noon.
Noon is right. Here you have some of the employees at a 19th century factory producing what metallic alloy consisting mostly of iron and carbon? Cuyahoga Valley.
Steel.
Steel is right. In this issue of Cleveland Magazine, we learned about a local furniture makers who turn scrap metal into new furniture. Often these pieces of metal are covered by rust, which is often formed by a chemical reaction between iron, water, and what element? John Marshall.
Oxygen.
Oxygen is right, and that does it for that round. More Academic Challenge right after this. Let's welcome our team advisors tonight from Coventry, Justin Pasco and Sarah Steffen. From Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy, Craig McSparron. And from John Marshall, Olga Spence and Celine Sipanik. Welcome back. Let's get now underway with hot picks. One at a time, I'll ask each team 8 questions. A correct response is worth 20 points. No penalty for a wrong answer, so guess away. And any team going 8 for 8 will receive those very important 25 bonus points. First up, team number 1, Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. Let's go over to Cheyenne from Coventry. Cheyenne, what'll it be? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
3.
Envelope number 3 for the gentleman from Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. No need to buzz in. The Bible gives the figure 6 cubits and a span as the height of what Philistine giant killed by David?
Goliath.
Goliath, yes. The object of the Apollo space program was put a man on the moon. That was the object of it. But the Greek god Apollo is usually associated with what other heavenly body?
The sun.
The sun is right. Napoleon was a great general, but he himself said the greatest general of all time was what ancient North African leader who crossed the Alps with elephants?
Hannibal.
Hannibal, yes. To the bottom of your science question, black gunpowder is a mixture of potassium nitrate, charcoal, and which of these?
Sulfur.
Sulfur, yes. The 100th American space walk took place in 2001 outside a space shuttle named for what legendary island that mysteriously disappeared thousands of years ago?
Atlantis.
Atlantis, yes. Nordhoff and Hall wrote the gripping story of what British ship where Captain Bligh found himself in the grip of a mutiny staged by Fletcher Christian?
HMS Bounty.
That is correct. To the bottom of your math question, evaluate this expression.
$15.
15, yes. 25 bonus points possible here at Cuyahoga Valley. One of President Richard Nixon's distant ancestors was what? 18th century American general whose nickname was Mad Anthony?
Wayne.
Anthony Wayne, 25 bonus points! Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy off to a very good start. All right, team number 2 is Coventry. We go over to Anthony from John Marshall. Anthony, what will it be? 1, 2, or 4?
2.
Envelope number 2 for Coventry. Again, these questions only for you. Let's start. What Portuguese explorer was in the service of Spain when he set out in 1519, commanding the first expedition to circumnavigate the earth?
Magellan.
Magellan, yes. The land around Naples, Italy is especially fertile because of ash from what still active volcano whose lava once covered Pompeii?
Vesuvius?
Vesuvius, yes. Between 1892 and 1943, millions of European immigrants were processed on what island in upper New York Bay?
Ellis Island.
Yes, to the Monitor Your Science question. As an automobile accelerates uniformly, there'll be no change in which of these?
Velocity.
No, inertia. Children still throw snowballs, but not with the impact those thrown in 1770 when a snowball fight triggered what bloody Boston event?
The Boston Massacre.
That is right. Jumping athletes are a common sight at the Olympics, but Mark Twain wrote a story whose title refers to what jumping amphibian from Calaveras County?
Frog?
Frog, yes. To the Monitor Your Math question. Solve for x. Let's have a guess on this one. X equals?
3.
81. Not bad to guess, though. The only man to be elected while president while he was serving in the House was what 20th president, assassinated in 1881? Anybody know this one? President assassinated in 1881, take a guess?
Lincoln.
Garfield was the right answer there. That does it for Coventry. Team 3 tonight, John Marshall. Stefan, Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy, what'll it be? We have 1 and 4.
1, please.
Envelope number 1 for John Marshall. Again, questions only for you. Let's start. Although there were 13 states in existence at its inception, the Constitution was signed by only 12, the exception being what smallest state?
Rhode Island.
Yes, a 1946 movie called Holiday in Mexico included what teenage extra who had a real-life starring role as the president of Cuba until 2008?
Castro.
Fidel Castro, yes, a member of the Board of Governors of the U.S. Postal Service, usually has a term of how many years? 50% longer than the term of a U.S. Senator.
18.
No, the answer is 9. To the Monitor Your Science question, which of these terms refers to the area of the human eye where the optic nerve passes through the retina so that no visual image can be formed?
Vision redactor.
Blind spot. During our Civil War, the South tried to get the government of what reigning English queen to give assistance to the Confederacy?
Queen Elizabeth.
Now, Queen Victoria. If a farmer named his livestock Napoleon, Clover, and Dolly, you'd suspect he had been reading what barnyard fable by George Orwell?
Catcher in the Rye.
Animal Farm is the right answer there. To the Monitor Your Math question, what is the hypotenuse of this right triangle?
$25.
25 is right. The classic movie Casablanca took its title from a city in what North African country where Rabat is the capital? Rabat, capital of? Anybody have a guess on this one? The answer is Morocco. Tough draw there. Envelope 1 was difficult tonight. That happens in hot picks. Hey, but they can make it up here. The grab bag round is coming up after this. There's still some time left to catch Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy.
For complete information about everything academic, visit us online at newsnet5.com/academic-challenge.
All right. Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Nice crowd tonight, East 30th and Euclid. Let's continue our match now, the grab bag round. So far, our scores, though. Third place, 270, John Marshall. Second place, 300 points, Coventry. In the lead tonight, heading into the final round, 540, Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. Now it is time for the grab bag round. This is a free-for-all. Each correct answer is worth 20 points, but a team will lose 20 points for a wrong or no answer. Also, some visual questions here. Those are plus or minus 30 points. Again, this is for all 3 teams, so a lot can happen in this final round. Everyone, hands on your buzzers. Our grab bag round begins right now. Port St. Lucie on Florida's East Coast is the spring training site for what National League team from New York? Cuyahoga Valley?
Mets.
Mets, yes. What same last name was shared by women's suffrage leader Elizabeth Cady and Lincoln Secretary of War Edwin?
Stanton.
Valley. Stanton is right. No explanation has ever been found for the explosion that sunk what U.S. battleship in Havana Harbor and triggered Cuyahoga Valley?
Maine.
Maine, yes. To the Monitor. Thousands of years ago, accountants kept records on this tablet with what wedge-shaped letters used in Sumer and Babylonia? Cuyahoga Valley.
Cuneiform.
That is right. Federal income taxes were first collected in what year in which the First World War began in Europe? Cuyahoga Valley.
1914.
1914, yes. Impressionist painter Camille Pissarro was not born in France, but in what group of Caribbean islands that we bought from Denmark in 1917? Made a guess on this one? The Virgin Islands. While his face may have been forgotten, the ear of what Englishman state names an 18th century war between England and Spain? Cuyahoga Valley.
Jenkins.
Yes, to the Monitor. This is one historian's evaluation of what professional photographer best known for his pictures of the Civil War. Anybody know this one? The answer here is Matthew Brady. If the area of a carpet is 260 square feet and its width is 13 feet, what is its length? Cuyahoga Valley.
20.
20, yes. The Mercury Freedom 7 space capsule was manually guided during its 15-minute flight by what astronaut who in 1961 became the first American launched into space? First American into space is Alan Shepard. Unacquainted with the English language until he was over 20, what Polish-born novelist wrote the English classics The Secret Sharer and Lord Jim? We'll know this one. A little tough tonight. Joseph Conrad, to the Monitor. This African rock painting, thought to be about 5,000 years old, was discovered in what country where Harare is the capital? Cuyahoga Valley.
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe, yes. Although the prophet Jeremiah was not a zoologist, one of the best-known phrases in the book of Jeremiah implies that what large wild feline cannot change his spots? John Marshall.
Leopard.
Leopard, yes. To make his famous observations of finches, Charles Darwin went to what Pacific islands off the coast of Ecuador? John Marshall.
New Guinea.
Galapagos, with his 15th century explorations around Labrador, what Italian-born seaman opened the door for British claims to North American territory? You may know this one. John Cabot. Scientists have created mice with fluorescent green fur using a gene found in what drifting sea creatures such as the Portuguese man of war? John Marshall.
Jellyfish.
Yes, a British hero of 1967. Sir Francis Sistacher sailed around the world in a vessel named for what kind of moth, referring to a nomadic people? The gypsy moth. The buzzer means the game is over. Let's take a look at our final standings tonight. Third place, 290 points, John Marshall. In second place, 300 points, Coventry. And getting into our top three, 720 points, an incredible grab background, Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. Well done, gentlemen. Hey, join us next week. We'll feature teams from Alliance, Bedford, and Vermilion. I'm Jason Nicholas. We'll see you next week for another edition of Academic Challenge. Good night, everybody. Nice job.
Academic Challenge has been brought to you by Westfield Insurance.